If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I am gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Hey, Drew James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com. I'm playing 500 Miles by Peter, Mary and Paul from 1960. Brilliant folk song, and I've really worked out the little melody that runs throughout it, that runs throughout the tune. I'm really looking forward to teaching that to you. Get your capo, stick it on fret 2. There's also a tab for this, completely for free. Just takes a name and email address over at LearnGuitarInLondon.com. I've left a link in the video description, so you can get that tab and play along with me in the lesson. Let's start learning it. So with your capo on fret 2, we're going to need a handful of open chords. Now do bear in mind that with these chords, you're going to be messing about with them a little bit. So do make sure that you're making them the same way that I am, only because it's going to be the most economical way with your other fingers. The chords you're going to need for this are a C, an A minor, a D minor, an F. Now this F takes a few forms. Sometimes it's with the thumb over, or you can do it like that if you want, but I strongly recommend that you bring the thumb over and do the Hendrix grip for that. So that would be this. So 1, 2 and 3, and then thumb over. A G and a G7. And like I said, some of those we're just using the bass notes for those. So the bass notes are the first notes that you would normally play. Okay. So there's 8 bars at the beginning. It's the first 2 lines on our tab. Do make sure you've got that. And we're going to be going through those chords and just learning what the rhythm is with the piece. So here's the C chord. So you're taking your common or garden C, fret 3 on the A string, fret 2 on the D, and fret 1 on the B. And this is fingerstyle guitar, so my thumb is in charge of the E, A and the D string, index finger G, middle finger B, ring finger E. This is based on a classical approach to learning fingerstyle guitar, but I find it incredibly helpful with assigning fingers to strings. And I hope you do too. So you play your thumb on the A string, then thumb on the D, to get that 3 and 2 that you're fretting on your C chord. Then open G, then this is where you start to mess with things. You take your little pinky finger, put it on fret 3 on the B string, play that note, and then play the open string on the thinnest, and then let go with the pinky and play your 1. So when you start, you can start with the pinky down if you want to. You know a C as this, hopefully, if you're learning this song. It's not completely beginner friendly, but it's, yeah, if you've been learning a year or 2, then this is good. But you start with the pinky finger down on fret 3 on the B string, and you just go down the strings linear. And then lift up the pinky and play the 1. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And that rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, is what happens throughout the entire song, more or less. Sometimes it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but most of the time it's that. So that's bar 1. Now do remember this melody. Hear that in your head, because that's what you're going to be doing with subsequent chords. So you're going to move to an A minor from there. Pretty easy change. Just leave the index and middle where they are. Tuck the ring finger underneath on fret 2 on the G string. Play the A string, D, G, and then, yes, you've guessed it, that pinky finger is going to be on fret 3 on the B string, and then open, then let go with the pinky. So it's the same theme as the C chord. Let go. So the C, pinky, let go. Pinky, let go. Okay. Moving to the D minor. So fret 1 on the thinnest string, fret 2 on the G string, fret 3 on the B string. Slightly different melody here on that little bit at the end, the last 3 notes. So we go D string, G string, B string, lift up the index off the D minor, put the index back, and then lift it up again. So we get this da-na-na. Quite dramatic, isn't it? So that's your D minor. And then we get this first instance of the F. Now, I strongly suggest that you bring your thumb over the top to do this. You could do it as the full bar, but you would have to roll your bar off to get the open E string. So that's why bringing the thumb over, making it this way, a little better. So thumb playing the 1, thumb on this hand, thumb on that hand, then G string, D string, G string, then open on the thinner string, and then bring the index finger, put it on fret 1, and then the pinky on the 3, slowly. Open 1, pinky on 3 on the B. Okay, good. So let's do the first line together, nice and slowly. Okay, good. The next bar is a D minor, which we've already done. It's a complete repeat of bar 3. Good, and then bar 6. So we've just got a little bit messing with the bass notes. That's kind of copying what the bass guitar does at the beginning. So we go 3rd fret on the thickest string, like we're doing a G chord, but we don't really need anything else aside from our pinky on fret 3 on the B string. So we're playing thickest string, open on the D, open on the G, 3rd fret on the B. And then 2 1s on the thickest string and the B string. I bring my thumb over and my index finger here on fret 1. And then we basically do the same, so we pinch those, we're pulling those together, thumb and middle finger. And then 2 3s on the E and the B. So we do the same sort of thing on fret 1 and then fret 3. So slowly. Okay, and then back to a C for 2 bars, just like bar 1. Okay, so I'll do the second line for you, nice and slowly, like we did the first line. So really the only new bar in that is bar 6, yeah, with the G bar, so that's just something to learn and commit to the muscle memory. So that is the intro, which you're going to be using a lot of repeats from now on. There's going to be a lot of things that are very, very similar, okay? So if we just put together all of line 2, and then I'll sort of show you where the singing starts in that. So this from the beginning. D minor, F, D minor, G, C, and C again. If you, so you can sing the if you, because it's going to be if you miss on the open E string and the 1st fret. So if you, so it's a really helpful way if you're a singing player to know that it's on the open E string and the 1st fret. That dun dun, that's where you sing. If you. And now we're going to get into the verses. Now the verses, we've done a lot of it before, okay? So where it says the word verse, 3rd line down on the tab, we've got a C, and then an A minor, D minor, all with the same thing you've learned, and then the F. So this is the same as line 1, okay? Going down to the next line, we've got the D minor like before. But then we've just got a slight change in this next bar, where we do the F with the thumb over, index, middle and ring on fret 1, 2 and 3 on the B, G and the D string. We're going to pick that 1 and 2 and. So we're going to go thumb on thickest, thumb on D, index on G, middle on B. And then you're going to move to 3rd fret on the thickest string and do the same picking pattern. Not quite. So that's thumb, index, middle, index. Open strings on the G and the B. So we've got F, G bass, F, G. Okay, so that then moves into the G7 from there. So the good thing about the G7 is you leave the ring finger where it is, left over from the previous bar that you've just done. And you just need to get this index finger ready to play fret 1 on the thinnest string. And the picking pattern for this is... So that's thumb on thickest string, index on G, middle finger on B, index on G, then ring finger on the 1. Oh, it's a bit muted. And then index, then middle finger on the G, on the B, sorry. And then you do that twice. Okay, so I'll start the verse, just a little bit of humming just to help you know where you are, because I've got a feeling if you're learning this, you're going to really want to sing it as well. If you see the train A minor, you will D minor that I am F. You can D minor the whistle F, G and G7. No singing. 100. So 100 happens on the dun dun of the G7, the 1 and the 0, and then you're into the chorus. Now the chorus is nice and simple. It's more or less, it's the same first line again. 100 C, 100 A minor, 100 D minor, 100 F. You can D minor 100. And then we've got this same idea that we had in bar 14, where we do the F, G and C twice. So the chorus is pretty much a repeat of everything that we've done before, but it's just in a slightly different order. It's just got the C at the end of it, okay? So I'll do that one more time. 100 C, 100 A minor, 100 D minor, 100 F. You can D minor, 100 F, G and C. And then we go back to a verse. C, Lord and 2, Lord E minor, and Lord and F, Lord and D minor, da, F, G and G7, 100, then chorus again, and so it goes round. Verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, right? Really simple folk song. So I really hope you've enjoyed it. I really hope you've, make sure that you do get the tab if you haven't done so, because it'll make committing it to memory a little bit easier. And if you do have any requests, then do let me know. And finally, do give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel. Keep on playing.